Hello and welcome to another episode of Madvillainy. Sorry about the little break, but obviously it was Christmas time, so I was a bit busy, but this is the first team we're playing. Little Bundesliga numbers a bit different, a couple of players I like in there. I do have my team in Germany are Leverkusen, so see Kai Havertz in there, Leon Bailey, top players. A bit worried Kai's going to go soon, but hopefully he'll stick around. But first chance goes to us. Kodra brings it forward, gets past his man again. Good save from the keeper and poor rebound attempt, to be fair. It's us again now, coming through the middle. Kodra with a bit open space. Top save from Neuer is going to be hard to beat him. This guy brings it forward from deep now. Poor pass straight into Lansbury, forward to Grealish. Again through to Kodra. Tries to aim for that far post. Save from Neuer's feet and the rebound again straight at him. And a bit of a brick wall so far. This guy finally does come forward. With Sancho, slips through to Madvillainy. Not a bad little save from Danny Ward. This guy makes a terrible mistake in his box, but again Neuer bails him out. We keep the ball here. Grealish again here. Kodra through to Jota, and he silly better there. Would have been his first goal. This guy's turn to bring it forward now with Roussillon into Madvillainy. Havertz plays the ball forward and Madvillainy gets on the right side of Kilman, the first time finish. Archons are always going to score that and we're 1-0 down. And this is looking very dangerous again here with Madvillainy. I left this in there as a top defender from that target to prevent the sweat. Just gets a toe on it to send it out for a corner. And that'll be half time. So once we're losing, going into half time, it's been a while. There's the man who put us 1-0 down. It's always going to be hard to stop him, but yeah, you can see the stats there. We will be a bit disappointed to be 1-0 down the after that. And this guy again now. Havertz and Madvillainy, what's done us before. Havertz is in, and luckily for us, was slightly offside. Disallowed goal. Kilman wins the header there. Ball to Grealish. Out on the right to Jota. Little one attempted back to him, but he nicks it off the defender. Quick ball roll, far post. Neuer again, it's starting to become a real pain in the arse. Grealish again bringing it forward. Exchange with Kodra, gets past his man, a nice ball through. Touch, and straight through Neuer into the back of the net. That time it came, but I don't know what I'm doing with the keeper, a terrible mistake. Bailey comes at us now. Luckily it's the post and we get it clear. And that is the full-time whistle. 1-0 not bad. We'd have liked to have probably got the win based on the stats, but it was tough opposition. There was a Neuer in goal. Another Grealish goal. Can never turn that down. As you can see, there's the stats there. You would want something a bit better than that. Let's see, the one Grealish goal gets us a singular upgrade, and it is moving on to non-res silvers now, and we get the only non-res silver centre back there is, Courtney House, who has recently found his way in the Villa side thanks to injuries to people like Tara and Mings, which has left him in quite a sorry state in the relegation zone at the moment. Hopefully I can sort that out. The second game now, I did happen to miss the lineup, but I believe it is just another Prem team. An early save there from Danny Ward to keep Kane out. Jota plays it forward to Kodra, slips through Thomas. I'm thinking, what can I do here? Thomas probably isn't going to score himself, and yeah, it does drag it quite a few yards wide. And all the way from the back now as James Justin knocks it down the right, through up to Jota. Gives it inside to Lansbury and gives it back outside to him. Tries to move inside now over to Kodra. Little drag back to try and open up some space. Gets fortunately back to him, and half expecting the net to bulge, but was a few yards wide once again. Grealish now out to Jota. We do seem to like using him out there. Usually have to come back inside, he's not too fast. A nice delivery in and a lovely finish from Grealish on the half volley. Runs over to the fans to celebrate. A belly slab for us, go on lads. This guy's trying to bring it forward, or so I thought. We've won it. Jota again, forward to Grealish, looks at the ball through to Kodra. Comes back inside, using Grealish again. Ball roll to get past his man. Early shot, but safe from the keeper. Gathers it again. You see now his team isn't entirely Premier, he's a bit of a hybrid. Like Codger now tries to find Grealish in the middle, but there's Thomas waiting at the back post. Slot it home. Give us a 2-0 lead. He's happy with himself. And a rare chance for our opponent here. Central to Vardy. Opens up some space. And another good save from Danny Ward, who's been quite a good keeper. There's a big mistake in the box there, and Danny Ward spares our blushes. Really saving us these past few games. But anyway, that's half time. Going with a 2-0 lead. Not bad. Half's work. Especially to keep Werner out, he's never easily stopped scoring. And the stats there, yeah, a bit in our favour shots wise. We have scored our 2 shots on target, so you will take the clinicalness of that. And he slips through Tolisso there, and again I'm expecting for him to get one back there. Somehow drags it wide. Our turn now with Gibbs White. Slips centrally to Grealish. Don't know what he's done with the defending there, and I am expecting it to make 3-0. He might manual the keeper slightly, but it's still a disappointing finish. But a bit of space now on the right for Jota. He won't be able to fully take advantage of it as he's not too fast. But he does hang back for some reason, gives us space for the cross, the back post for Grealish. And not the most assured of headed goals, but it goes in regardless, which we'll never frown at. And again we come forward. Jota stumbling a bit, does eventually get past his man, squares it, and Grealish is there again to complete his hat-trick. I don't believe that's the first of this series either. Well, in fact, there was the game, I think he got 5, so definitely not. And this guy does soon decide enough is enough. 4-0, what's he going to do for me? I mean, he might as well see the game out, but he didn't see any need to. And we get the rage quit. Hat-trick for Grealish, the win. Good game's work. The stats there did end up more in our favour than at half time. So now 4 upgrades here. We finally move on from Kilman, the last bronze standing, and we do move straight to rare silver as I said, there were no other non-rare silver centre backs, and we get the big man himself. England squad member now, Tyrone Mings, had a great season. Big unit, he is at 6'5". Did look like his career was going to stutter a bit with his injuries at Bournemouth, but found his way to Villa and has really moved on from there. And right wing we get the man who's just tore City a new arsehole, Adama Traore. Never seen a player besides Akinfenwa with, that big biceps really. 96 paces though, he's going to create a lot of problems. And I moved on from Lansbury, he's been fine, but just a bit normal. And we moved to, as me and my friend Tobe know him, Lord Hamza. Defensive unit, a bit dangerous, as known to injure a few people, get sent off, but a committed defender nonetheless. We're moving to the third and final game, and this, I believe, is the Prem team I thought came before they had. De Bruyne's never nice to play. You just know anywhere in around that box he's going to test your keeper, usually score. The first highlight goes to us. Gibbs White out to target, forward to Thomas, back inside to Gibbs White. Forward now to Grealish from the wrong side of defender. Tries to go back in the box, back to the byline, back towards the box again, back towards the byline. Get a bit fortunate here, bit of lag, I didn't mean to shoot from there, but it's a great finish nonetheless. Early goal in the 15th minute for Grealish. Giving the camera some love. This guy's turn now, except we win it early. Move on to Traore, and here he is turning on the burners. Sits a man on his arse. Puts it through to Grealish. Back to him, squares it back again. Bit of handball, but it doesn't matter because Grealish first time lashes it home with another great finish. Shooting's really come on. I don't know if it's due to the Hunter card or what, but he's just seemed to score more and more as time's gone by. Attempted challenge there, he's not won the ball back, but a footwork from Grealish and into Thomas, and not the greatest of finishes, but at least expect him to score that, and he has. 3-0 on the 23rd. Looking bright. But this guy's turn now. Does get through Lucas Moura. I'm expecting a goal. Just maybe not even a yard wide of the post to get away with that one. And the half-time whistle goes, it's been a good half. And there's the stats there. The main difference is my shots have just been on target. surprising considering the difference in our squads. But more just burns past Mings there. He does stay with him. I thought I'd do enough to block it. Shot gets through anyway, but again, Danny Ward's good diving catch. We get away with that one there, hits the bar, get out for another corner. And he does look a bit of an onslaught this half. I am getting peppered, testing the keeper, out wide to Wijnaldum. Side net, unfortunately for us. And a rare chance in the second half for us as Grealish puts a little chip through over the defender, does get fouled. Hoping Codger will score, but swallowed by the keeper. And then right now, James Justin, forward to Traore. Could turn on the burners, but shifts it right to Thomas. And the less said about that shot, the better. He's, closer to the corner flag at the end of the day. And this guy, a quick kick forward from the head, straight through. I didn't know where I was running. Brought Danny Ward out to no man's land, a chip from Martial and back of the net. It's a late goal, doesn't mean much, but you don't like to concede. And the full-time whistle goes, another win. It's 7 games unbeaten now. Seriously looking like a force. I reluctantly call myself a force because I believe it's still Div 7. It's not a division I should be in. I have, on my main account, playing seriously, got to Div 2, couldn't really maintain it because I don't really play it that seriously as other people do with in-game changes and this player, that player that are all a bit... I just prefer to use people that mean something to me essentially. But a few upgrades from this game. Thomas finally decided to move on. It's maybe the end of switching Grealish inside as I pick one of the only other performing players for Villa this season, really, someone reliable, Conor Hourihane. It's funny to see him in the Prem, as not that long ago I was watching him against Pompey at Fratton Park for Plymouth. But he's scoring goals, he's won them a few games on his own, I believe against Newcastle and one recently I forgot who was against, but he shouldn't be one of the only people scoring, but yet he is. And in centre mid now, Gibbs White's been good. We need to upgrade it in the game. Douglas Luiz, who has got a long shot on him, not so much on this card, but we've seen him in the Premier League, he's got a strike on him. Just need a bit more in his game. And we decide to move on from Codger to move to former City player and recent Leicester hero in the 94th minute, Iheanacho. I believe he just scored again against West Ham. 4-star skills hopefully be used. 70 finishing is not great, but we've got to move on with the upgrades anyway. And a quick look at Grealish's stats, he's really kicking on with the goals now, 18 in 12 games. The assists aren't there, but hopefully with better teammates it'll get better. And as you can see, our wins are picking up now. Got our first draw on an episode as well. But anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.